live.
That's a show.
That's a show.
So, it's been a while.
Has it? A week? A couple of weeks?
It's way too long. No, it's been a week.
Yeah. No, I
But
mean, lots have, lots going on, lots happening.
well, based on our messaging back and forth over the last week, you've got a lot on your mind. So please go ahead.
I know.
For the
I'm
love
just
of
trying to
God.
crack the
I couldn't
mattress.
keep.
Like,
I
I don't want to
couldn't
keep beating the
Oh shit!
the dead mattress.
The mattress thing again.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I sent you a pic of the latest one I saw. It was like the
Yeah.
Leaning Tower of Pisa. Like, it was like a fucking 18. Oh, it was like 18 stacker. And not only me,
Uh,
like people were walking by and like looking at this, and then new people were moving in, and everyone's like, they look like Eefty.
oh,
Very, yeah.
so they're interested in picking it up.
No, they were just looking at like because it's not like common in that neighborhood that like people are stacking old dirty mattresses. Like how many people are living in this house that they need that many mattresses, right? And not even like a bed frame, just mattresses, right? And
Are
dirty.
you new? Are you new to Scarborough? How many people are they
No,
capable of putting
I know.
into a house?
No, I know that, but I'm saying like okay, like certain areas you're surprised, like where there's mansions, that's
Hmm.
surprising to me to see that. And I saw it a few years ago where in this good neighborhood where we drive by for a coffee drive, and would see like these people just hanging out in the front yard, not the backyard, because they don't cut their grass. So who knows how the backyard is? So they hang out in the front, and they bring out all that furniture, and it gets rained on too. Like I mean, it's not like waterproof couches and tables anyway. So they just bring everything out and they hang out in the front. And I'm noticing more and more that they look like gypsies, you know.
Okay, all
And then
right.
they get evicted, and then whoever moves in, they throw out these mattresses, and that's where I'm going. Like that's where my investigation is taking me. These people, they come into the country,
Okay.
they lease, and I even looked on these real estate ads, and I'm like looking at houses for lease in the area, and they're not that like for a whole house, like $2,000 a month.
Now, who owns this house? Sorry, like who
It could
owns
be
it?
like old people that don't have, or maybe the kids of these old people who either they passed away or are in a home now, and the kids don't want to sell the house, so they just lease it or rent it as is, right?
Okay.
And the first person that they come by, they'll lease it. They don't care because they don't want to even. It's a headache for them, right? They just want the
Hmm.
money, a monthly paycheck. So then they move whoever in, and then these people who move in, they sublet it. So say there's a family of four, but then within a week is it's a family of 30. You know what I mean? Like from a family of four, it goes like eight people. Like you see all these cars move in, then they start bringing more mattresses into the
Oh,
house
okay, so did you hear about this Project Jet Setter
on
big
the
sting
news. Yeah,
operation? It
yeah,
was Durham Regional. It was a Durham
big bust.
Region bust
Yeah.
project. Here's some of the details for you. Criminal tourism is an emerging threat. This is what they're being charged for, something called tourism, which I've never heard of before. And these crimes can have severe impact on victims who face financial losses, emotional stress, and blah, blah, blah. But basically, a 36-year-old male from Romania
There you go.
is wanted for fraud over $5,000, making false statements to procure personal property, possession of property obtained by crime for the purpose of trafficking, and dispose of property to avoid creditors.
What? There you go. We solved the case. We cracked the mattress mystery. You see?
I don't know
'Cause
if we
I'm
really
no, but I
cracked the
mean,
case.
there's like four homes around the area where we go for a coffee drive, and I see them.
Yeah.
They're hanging outside. They're not even hiding, and they don't take care of. It's them because the grass. They don't cut the grass, right? They just the grass
If
is just
the
like
profile is like, it looks like there's a lot of shopping being done at like Winners,
yeah, yeah.
right? Everything's pieced together. Size isn't important in terms of pants
Hmm.
because of a lot of it.
That's what they would.
A lot of it is tight, very tight. Eating healthy is optional.
And it's optional, or
Yeah,
eating is optional.
eating is definite.
Yeah.
They all look the same. Like,
They all look the same. Yeah. No, they do. That's why I said the guy. I thought maybe it's not even the same guy, but I said I saw the guy that they got evicted because no neighbor is gonna, especially in a nice area, is gonna take that where they don't cut their grass, they don't maintain the property, and then they're hanging out in the front.
the family that lives across the street from where I walk the dog, the park, they're always out there.
Hmm.
You can't miss them. None of them have a full head of hair,
Yeah.
except for the mom. Everything's tight.
Yeah.
Mom's got a t-shirt on with the long dress that
Yeah.
basically
And they look
scrapes the
and they
floor.
look scared.
The
The female.
front door is always open.
Always open. Always open.
Always open. It's like they invite dinner to come in
Yeah.
so they can kill it. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're into cockroaches, but the front door is always open and they're always on the phone. They're always video
Yeah.
calling someone. They're standing in front of their cars and they all got nice fucking cars too.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the government's giving them money. They bring them in. I heard they're getting like they get what, two to like $2,500 a month.
Okay.
Like allowance per month per person, and the kids get I think it's an Xbox or a PS4 or whatever it is now, PS5. I don't even know anymore, but they get a gaming system and like give them something useful. Give them a lawnmower. Maybe they can mow the lawn. Give them some detergent,
More
some soap,
looser
some
pants,
looser pants.
a personal trainer.
A person.
When they released the pictures of the list, there's like 146 people apparently.
Yeah. Are they shipping them back or are they staying here?
Who knows? I'm sure they'll stay here and we'll continue to pay for them. Who knows? But yeah, I was shocked that it was a mishmash of different,
Gypsies?
people. But it's mostly Singhs and Romanians.
That's crazy.
So look,
So
they've managed to come together and hey, look, we are a multicultural country and
we are.
it is, people can come together despite what they tell us. So you look at the Singhs and the Romanians have come together to scam people, I guess.
So we cracked. I think we cracked two cases: the phone, who they're talking to, and
Right.
and the mattresses.
The mattress situation.
Yeah.
But what does the mattress mean? Is it just a sign that, hey, this is a place we can hit?
No, no, the mattresses is just the people who I told you. Like, say if it's a family of four move in, right? They can't
Yeah.
afford so many beds, but then they sublet because then I start seeing so many people in the house. There could be like 10 people in the house, so they just lay down these mattresses. But then when they get evicted, right?
And they could all wear the same clothes anyway. I
Yeah.
mean, they just,
Yeah,
Is
it
this
doesn't matter. The
switch over?
mattresses, they don't take them with them. They just throw them out.
do you think they dry or they hang their laundry up in the back when they do laundry?
I don't know, man. I haven't seen laundry. They
Listen,
probably
if you're
I mean-
going to dig deep into this investigation, everything's got to be on the table.
like I have nothing against Romanians because when I was working at the butcher shop in Cash and Carry in Cyprus, all the butchers were Romanian. One guy I call him Andre the Giant. Looked like Andre the Giant with thick fingers and like he didn't even need like anything to like kill like an animal. He could just crack the neck of a cow.
Just his hands. Yeah.
He was massive, man. He was like 7 feet tall. It looked like the wrestlers, the Oddity, that group of the Oddities.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
So then there was
remember that,
there was a short, like stocky guy, like no hair, and he was like the brother, and then there was the son also worked there. He's the only guy who spoke. The other two didn't. He kind of knew English, but the other two didn't know English, right?
Okay.
Then he brought his daughter, and she started working at Cash and Carry, and they were looking for a husband for her, right? And they're asking me, "Do you know anyone? Maybe a good boy." So then I'm like, "Oh, your daughter? Yeah." I go, "She's beautiful, and there won't be a problem, and this and that." And then I just I started talking to her. I said a few words, but she didn't understand English. And then the next day, the father's like, "What did you tell her?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I don't know. She really likes you. Maybe you should go out together." I don't know if that's the accent. Anyway, I can't remember. Maybe you should go out. Go out with my daughter. I don't know what that accent is, but anyway.
I find that all your accents end up sounding the same. It's like
Like Italian? What is that?
Drago.
Drago. He will lose. If he dies, he dies. No, but then he is like,
If his genes are tight, his genes are tight.
so I went to go ask her like if she wanted to go out or something sometime, and then she smiled, and she was missing like 4 teeth.
Would you
It turned me off. I don't know why it turned me off, and then
would you would you like to go out for some cockroach kebab?
I know. And then I think a week later, the next weekend, I saw her out like downtown by the tourist area with some
Okay.
Cypriot dude. Like, oh, she found someone. I was like, look at that. And
Yeah.
then I look right behind, and I see the three oddities behind following them, just in
So
case she made a move. They would snap his neck and throw him in the ocean or something.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that
and
doesn't sound,
it's so
that doesn't sound
creepy, right? Like you're going out, imagine going out and you see these three oddities behind you following you. But
interesting.
yeah, anyway, that's my Romanian story.
You always have a Romanian story.
I have a, I have a Bulgarian story. You want to hear a Bulgarian one? Maybe next time.
Give me a
No, no,
Bulgarian story. Give it to me.
no. When we talk about Bulgarians, I'll bring up the Bulgarian story.
Okay, one of my closest coworkers at the Scotiabank Arena is Bulgarian. So there you go. Now you can give me a
That's
Bulgarian. Now you can give me a Bulgarian story.
uh, no. Next time.
You suck.
I don't know. So, anyways, I don't know how deep, far do you want to go into this investigation, but it's
Well,
just making sense. Like
we'll
all
keep
these
an
things
eye
are
on it.
connected. Yeah, we'll keep our.
The problem with these stories is that they go through a quick cycle. You forget about it.
Like the
But funny,
Hanta.
but funny
Hanta.
enough, I haven't seen their sons since this
Really?
project. But they live out this way. I'm out in Peel, so I don't know if they have anything to do with
Were
it.
they
But I
on the
never.
list? Were they on the list? Did you see them? Their picture?
Do
I
you
mean, they all
think
look
I
the
could
same.
actually tell?
They all look the same.
Honestly, do
No,
you think I
no,
could tell if it
no,
was
no.
fucking one of them? Come on.
They all look the same.
No, yeah. It'd be like, no, no chance. They like to wear a lot of track pants too.
Yeah,
It looks like they got, remember that store Cotton Ginny?
yeah.
They used to be very comfortable track pants, by the way. I know it's kind of
Mm.
for women, but that's another story. But it seems like all the females of that group, they got all the hand-me-downs when Cotton Ginny closed down, I
Yeah, that's what
think.
it seems like. Yeah,
I'm convinced of that.
he's like that show where they're wearing the same outfits. They wear like stuff like
My
what?
Gypsy Life, that
Yeah,
whatever
my
that
Gypsy
show's called.
life and like
Yeah.
they wear stuff from. It looks like what Wiggers used to wear
Yeah.
back in the
Oh,
day.
okay. Yeah.
Like wife beater like or basketball jerseys from the 90s and those jackets, like the Charlotte Hornets jacket.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The FUBU tank
yeah,
tops.
FUBUs and Adidas, the big Adidas fluffy, jacket, the black and white one. Yeah,
British Knight
British. No,
Ambassador.
oh my God, British Knights. Yes,
I know
yes,
what you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. That's the look I picture. Gypsies in Greece, like there's a big issue with everyone. Everyone's in the same boat. Like Gypsies been around. Greece has been having issues with them, and now with the new migrants coming in with different issues. So
Well,
I mean, it's worldwide, right?
I think naturally what needs to come of this is that we have to have some idiot MP, member of parliament, just introduce a bill to have, Romanian Gypsy Month in August.
Yeah, like that fucking idiot. I cannot. Is that? I thought that was AI until it was
Jul-
on the all
Yeah,
the
it
news.
it should be August. July might be taken if this thing passes through, but Liberal MP, big surprise, it's a
Yeah.
Liberal MP, Ivan
Oh man.
Baker said Somali Canadians should make a historic mark on Canada, contributing across economic, political, and social
What?
and cultural life. So he's introducing a legislation to designate July as Somali Heritage
Get
Month.
another, everyone gets a month, huh? Everyone gets a month except for like the veterans. Remembrance Day is one day.
Yeah. The proposal obviously sparked widespread criticism on social media, and
What is going on? Who is? I don't. Can you? Someone explain to me. Someone
here's
explain
what.
to me.
Well,
Who's putting him? Who's telling him to say this? What's going on in the world? Please tell me, please.
I want to try and answer it for you, but you're a little
All
heated
right.
right now.
Sorry.
Calm
Okay.
down. He's obviously playing to his base. He's got a voting base. He's in an Etobicoke riding.
Hmm.
I would imagine there are a lot of Somalian people in that area.
Yeah.
And so he's pandering to them. He's catering to them. This is what they do. They butter his bread, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
But a whole
and
month,
well, everybody gets a month, right?
except for the
I'm sorry, like
except
I
for
would
Terry
be.
Fox or but
Oh yeah, I mean,
you get a
by
day.
the way, June is Men's Health Month as well, right?
Oh, it is, huh?
Of course you don't. Um, but
Never heard of it. Never until you told me.
but it is. It is. But I
Really,
mean, it's you know,
it's not important. I
yeah,
guess.
it's not important. But I don't know. Listen, I think we're proud to be Canadian,
Really,
but
not
we're
even
also, yeah, I am still. But it's.
because we remember the when it was a good Canada. Like
I'm still very fond of it. I can't wait to watch Canada and Bosnia tomorrow.
yeah,
Sit
of course,
down
World
and
Cup. Yeah,
just watch them sing the anthem.
yeah.
It'll bring up
In
emotions.
Bangladesh,
No,
they'll sing
no,
the anthem
it's
in Bangladeshi.
no. They'll sing it in English,
I hope so.
and some of them still say "Thy Son's Command," which is fucking amazing
Yeah.
because I still do that too. But
So does
anyway,
Bret Hart.
but it's Sans
It's good,
Command.
man.
But anyway, my point. So you have that
Yeah.
part. I'm there. I'm still proud to be Canadian. Now I'm not like, do I want to spend as much time here as I once
No.
as not anymore. Like I
Mhm.
need to find a way to spend at least half of the year back home in Cyprus when I get to that point.
Yeah.
And there's the problem. I call Cyprus back home. I can't help myself.
Yeah.
Before I never used to do that. I
No.
just feel more connected, I guess. But I would never, ever, ever in a million years want to drive around and see, this is Cypriot Heritage Month and see it hanging at City
No.
Hall.
You
The
want to go
Cyprus
home?
flag.
Go to Cyprus, and that's where you. Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
No.
I don't want to see that.
No.
And
I'm with you.
I don't get the point of it. But there's not enough of us to kind of grease the wheels of these politicians, and it's all pandering bullshit. They make these appearances, they get their votes, keeps them in power. And when you think of the problems in our country, you think of what everybody's going through, trying to afford a house to live in,
Yeah.
affording gas, groceries,
Yeah.
just safety,
Safety.
most
Yeah.
importantly,
Yeah.
an extremely out of control border and immigration policy we have going now. And these are
This is
people
what's important.
these are people being paid by the taxpayers. You're voting these people to represent our country in parliament, and this is what he's coming up with. Let's have a Somali Heritage Month.
That's the best he could do, you stupid fuck.
That's
the amount
yeah.
spent on Sankofa Square to change that name from Dundas. It's Dundas to me. Always will be. They should have called it something else. Terry Fox. Anything but Sankofa. Has nothing to do with Canada. I'm sorry to say.
Which is why it makes me laugh when people idolize these politicians and treat them like they're some kind of heroes and they're going to be your saviors. They're not. All they care about is keeping their position in power, collect a nice pension, and then fuck off. Same thing with what's his name, Jagmeet Singh. He could have helped put this country in a better spot a few years back, but he decided to hang on for and get that pension and just let it rot.
Yeah.
And now he's home and cooled and happy and an afterthought.
Just like Trudeau. He's hanging out with Katy Perry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going to award shows and concerts. Well, we're suffering.
Yeah, and that's why politics, I take it with a grain of salt. I like following it. Sometimes I compare it to WWE because
it is.
These people aren't real. Coming up with an idea like that, like, what do you do for a living exactly?
I know.
What do you? It's like
you get paid to come up with that shit.
It's like that scene from Seinfeld when George is like, "What do you do for a living?"
I know.
I'm a United States postal worker. It's just mind-boggling. It's fucking mind-boggling that this is.
And he's getting paid like who knows what, $250,000 a year, and to come up with shit like that.
And then these, fucking virtuous leftists, soft ass liberals, mostly white people, are going to call you and I racist for having a problem with that.
I know. That's what.
It's like, it's just go fuck yourself. At this point, I've said it before. I don't care. You can call me whatever you want. I'm just not going to stop from speaking truth because I think most people think this way, but sometimes they're just afraid to say it.
Yeah.
There's just no need for it.
No.
There's no need to hate Somalian people. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
But a month? And this is your
Yeah, and I don't
contribution to
blame
our
them. It's just idiot. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Who's coming up with this shit?
This is your contribution. This is what your attention is on. There's nothing else you're able to do for your community, for your writing, to help this
Because
country get in a
everyone's
better place.
suffering. Yeah, like you said, everyone's suffering with gas prices, food prices, all this stuff, and that's what you come up with. Because everyone, it doesn't matter if you're Somali, Greek, whatever, we're suffering. We're all suffering,
Yeah.
and it's just getting worse and worse. And this guy's coming up with like, renaming or having a whole month for Somalis and renaming streets, and I just don't get it. Like it just.
Like I said, it's pandering bullshit. It's just to keep its constituent. I text a picture of him to you,
Mhm.
posing with a Somalian man. I'm assuming this is during some
Oh,
kind of Somalian subject. You see, he fits the profile, right?
oh man, look at that face. Look at that face.
Yeah,
It's so punchable.
he looks exactly.
It's so punchable.
It
Like,
looks like Stephen Colbert and
yeah,
like Alex Soros
all
had a
mixed up.
baby,
Yeah.
had a baby there, and
Oh,
eventually he's gonna look like Ellen DeGeneres, like they all do. They all end up looking like Ellen
yeah,
DeGeneres.
generous. Yeah,
That video you sent me of Bruce Springsteen
looking
blowing
like
his
oh
nose out at the
yeah,
fans during a
yeah,
concert,
like no
that was.
respect.
But eventually, you see, they all turn into like
Yeah,
Robert De
because
Niro.
you're ugly on the inside, and it finally it's like they get flipped inside out. You see their true selves come out.
Yeah,
Anyways, I don't know, but
so bizarre, so bizarre.
yeah, it's just like I said, like we were saying about like the box office now, and how these low budget movies now that are not woke
These
are
old
huge.
school,
Yeah, and then Star Wars,
yeah.
The Mandalorian, is a flop. All these movies are the woke movies are flops, right? And all these like low budget, like I watched Hokum, and then Obsession is another one, and then Backrooms. Those are like huge hits, and they're like their budgets are like what 250,000. So, the other one was 750,000, and they're
Which
making
one?
millions.
Which one was the one that just did like it was a one camera film? People running around in the woods. Blair Witch Project. Do you remember
Oh
that?
yeah, Blair Witch cost nothing. It was like 30. How much did that cost? Like 20 grand, 30 grand? Yeah.
That's what reminds me when I see some of
These horror films.
these horror films that are coming up. There was one with was it with Emily Blunt that's coming out
Yeah,
soon?
disclosure.
That one looks good too.
That's Spielberg, but I saw some of the reviews. It's not what you expect. Don't go in thinking it's action packed alien movie like E.T. or
Yeah, yeah, that's
it's
the
more
so,
like they're saying it's more of a documentary of what's gonna come.
so that's the one that we've been hearing about then, right?
Yeah, what
Okay.
Jimmy was talking about.
The one that's coming. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I saw the preview for it when I went to see Michael last week. So yeah.
Saw some reviews that were like, don't expect. Like I love Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I love E.T. It's our childhood, but it's still you get that Spielberg feeling, but don't expect it's more of a documentary, and I think it's like preparing us for what's gonna come soon. That's what you're saying. Like when we're gonna get full disclosure, be it real or not, we're gonna get it, and then I don't know. And they're even trying to say in the movie that how will the religious people gonna act, like the church? How's the church gonna react when we find out there's alien life? Anyways,
Let them find out. But it's
yeah.
interesting. But you're right. I think it's the point is that you're starting to see more of these. Do you want to call them independent films? That's fine. But there's more interest in people watching that than
In the
something
studio
like
films.
like something like the Mandalorian or the
Mhm.
Marvel shit, which
Yeah.
I've never been into anyway.
Mhm.
So I'm free and clear of this stuff, thank God.
But
Um,
it's a studio thing, right? Like the independent, they can, they don't have to be woke. They don't have to be told to tick the boxes like the Odyssey is going to be. They just do what they're just being creative.
well, they're not doing it for an Oscar, right?
No, they're not doing it for an Oscar. They're doing it for the fun of filmmaking, I guess. I don't know if you could say it.
And they're going to end up making good money out of it too.
Yeah. Mhm.
Whereas
They
something
know
like
they know who their audience is. That's the difference. Where Disney doesn't know who their audience is. Because I heard like He-Man, He-Man is He-Man. It's for the fans, right?
Right.
Where when Kevin Smith made the cartoon, this is one during the Me Too movement. He made the cartoon. He kills off He-Man right off the bat and makes the female Tila. I think she's a lesbian too in the cartoon, and It
That's
became
funny.
awoke.
So
And
am
people,
I.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, it just, like, just make it for who are the, it's us, the kids growing up, the boys growing up, buying the toys and watching the cartoons. That's who it's made for, not for a female, lesbian, gay audience. You know what I mean?
But it's also something that you can take your daughters to, right? But you're
Yeah.
not going to take them to it if those are the messages in the
No, I
movie,
didn't
if
want to see
that's what's
like
happening.
them
So it
making it.
would be cool, it would be cool to take them to something like that. Say, this is
Mhm.
what I was into growing up.
Yeah,
But then you don't want to take them anymore because
because of the messaging. Yeah,
all that shit's going to be there.
yeah,
And
brainwashed.
again, you're going to be called this and that because you don't want to do that. Well,
No, but it's not.
fuck you. Like, I'm raising my
What?
kids the way I want to.
Yeah,
If
like
you
what?
you
You can tell
you
me.
raise your kids the way you want to, but don't tell me I'm this or that because I refuse to take my kids to something like that. This is bullshit. There's no reason for them to learn about this
But
stuff.
we were
Or
never. Did we ever throw? Like I don't know. Like if we threw it, maybe Hollywood did or whatever. But straight shit, were we throwing it in people's faces? Like
I think I know what you're asking, and my answer is I really don't know what they're like. I think back then they were thinking more of just making a good movie,
that's all, right?
as
Yeah.
best as they could. And
Like love
look,
stories too were just love stories. They were not like saying anything.
yeah,
I don't
and
know.
even sometimes movies got into like unnecessary scenes, sex scenes, even heterosexual
Yeah.
ones. I'm talking about
Mhm.
very unnecessary
Yeah.
when a movie is going really well. It's like, what's
Yeah.
the point of having that?
There is no. Yeah, it's true. Like I
Why
mean,
am
the only
I?
movie I remember gay bashing was kind of just a quick scene in Saturday Night Fever
Yeah,
where they're like walking down the street and then these two gay guys are walking by and they started like
and somebody says something.
yeah
Yeah,
they say they
which
made that gay yeah they
which was the norm back then, right?
yeah
If you're talking mid to early '80s, sorry, early to mid '80s, yeah, that stigma was still there. But
and it's more like a document like a movie is supposed to be like a documentary. It's how real life is. Where this whatever's going on now with all this stuff, the woke stuff is not reality. It's a made
it's
up. Yeah, it's a made up.
it's
Yeah,
not.
it's not real life. But they're not. They have the platform. They're in charge of Disney or whatever. So now they can pump whatever they want out, which is the minority of the world. There's 9 billion, whatever is it, 8 billion people in the world.
Right, right. And they act like they're the first to do it
Yeah,
all the time,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Anytime something comes out, we're the first to do this. Or, bullshit, you're not. Because, look, I say it 100 times, man, live and let live. We're way past that. We let that
Yeah,
happen a long time ago. We talked about Revenge of the Nerds on one of our
yeah,
previous.
yeah.
Lamar Luttrell
Lamar was gay.
was gay. We
Yeah.
knew he was gay, and he was a loved
We
character.
have no
And
issues.
Lambda accepted him,
Yeah,
as
right.
part of the group.
Yeah.
But but if there's a filmmaker named Billy Eichner who's gay. He's gay. He's a crazy gay liberal
Hmm.
guy, and he made a movie called Bros a few years ago, which was it was a all gay movie,
Hmm.
all gay cast, and the the basis in the movie
Hmm.
was just these bunch of degenerates having a just degenerate style, like
Yeah.
fucking orgies, this and that. It was a huge bomb. Gee, I wonder why. Because
Because it's a freak show.
nobody wants that,
No,
right?
that's not
Nobody
real, man.
wants that. That's
So
not
it's almost cultish and like freakish. Like
just like I wouldn't want a movie made about heterosexual like
orgies and stuff like that.
orgies and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Although,
Sacrificing.
What was that movie with Tom
Yeah,
Cruise and
eyes wide shut. That we looked
Eyes
at.
Wide Shut? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Which is
point of that is that they eventually realized that this is wrong, and
and they were pedophile. That was like it's almost
by
like the
the
Epstein. Yeah.
by the time they got to the end of the movie, they didn't feel right about it.
No,
You know
no.
what I mean? And that's, I guess, the point. But
Yeah.
um,
They're
it's
showing
yeah,
it. They're not
and
like
it's
having
yeah,
orgies and they're like, yay, they're like celebrating it, right? Like
right.
the gays are celebrating these weird acts, basically. Anyways.
It's good to see them not doing well. Quick, the Star Wars movies I'm talking about,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I think it's a message that
Yeah.
you can't throw it in people's face. But on a quick note, Jerry Seinfeld was at the Knicks game last night. I don't know if you caught it.
He was there? No, I
And
didn't
he
see.
was at the Knicks game last night, which was an incredible come from behind win by the Knicks.
Wow. Yeah,
Anyway,
it's crazy.
I mean, it
Crazy.
was like they were dead in the water.
29 points behind.
I
Oh, wow.
fell asleep and then woke up and see that score. And I'm like, shit.
That's
But
insane.
anyway, Jerry had a cool looking suede jacket on, similar to the one
No
he
way.
bought
Another one in
that
the episode?
time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the internet's going crazy about it because
Yeah.
he's got like, how much did that jacket cost you? And thank God it wasn't snowing outside, or else you would have had to turn it inside out.
Was there candy striping on the like lining?
No, but I'm gonna send you a picture. I don't know if you can post it
Yeah.
to, but somebody did this on Facebook, and I thought it was hilarious. Because when he flipped the jacket
Oh my
inside,
God. Yeah, yeah.
somebody did that on Facebook. It was
Oh, it's amazing.
so cool. But if you see the jacket, it looks just like the one he had on that night.
You're right. That's crazy.
And Elaine, remember when Elaine's father said, "We are not going out in public with your
Yeah,
jacket flipped inside out like that. You better turn it over, funny boy." And so yeah, that was an
That's
awesome
great.
moment. That was an awesome Seinfeld moment, and everybody is just that show never dies, right?
Yeah. That's true.
World Cup starts today, Mexico,
South Africa.
3 o'clock. I can't wait to sit down and start watching, and then
Yeah.
Canada tomorrow. Like I
Yeah,
said,
Bosnia.
I can't wait. Can't wait.
It'll be exciting.
That's
That's the show.
show.
Yeah.